6. Trouble again. Today was the first day of camp at the rec center, and it was awful. First of all, I had to leave my house at 7:30 a.m. to walk there. Since I had to leave at 7:30 a.m., it meant I had to get up even earlier than normal to work out. I asked Uncle Jake if I could skip the morning workout because I had to go to camp. You know what he said? No. That's it. No. So I woke up early and worked out with Uncle Jake. And I have to admit, I felt better when I was done, like I always do. Then I had to walk to the rec center. And yes, I said walk, because if you remember, I don't have a bike. I was pretty much the only kid walking. Almost every other kid rode a bike. There were even 2 kids with the Bentley bike, and I had nothing. So I was already not in a good mood when I got there. Then who is the first person that actually talks to me at the camp? Nathan James. And you know what he says? He says, "How was the last day of school, troublemaker?" Nathan James calling me a troublemaker. I was mad. But I remembered Uncle Jake telling me that warriors don't lose control of their emotions and that they definitely don't lose their tempers. So I tried to calm myself down. The last day of school was okay, I told Nathan plainly, hoping he would just leave me alone. I had fun, he said with a big smile on his face, knowing that I did not have fun on the last day of school. I didn't even answer, but I started getting mad, really mad. I was thinking that if he said one more thing to me, I was going to go crazy. I could feel my face turning redder and redder and my hands starting to clench into fists. Then suddenly a voice said, "Good morning, kids. Come on over here and let's get you signed in." It was one of the camp counselors getting all the kids to come sign in for the day. Nathan said, "Sure," smiled his annoying little smile at me and walked away. I was fuming. I could barely even move. A different counselor looked at me and said, "Are you okay, kid? Go over there and sign in." I wasn't okay. I was mad. But I walked over to the sign-in desk and put my signature next to my name. I could barely even write. I was so mad. For the rest of the day, we did a bunch of activities. We did some art, which I am pretty good at, so that was okay. Then we played baseball, which I'm not good at, and it was not fun. Every time I got up to bat, I could feel Nathan looking at me, staring at me with his stupid smile. I hated it. And it kept getting worse because I struck out every time. And every time I swung and missed, I could hear Nathan say, "Good one, champ," or "Nice swing, champ," or "A swing and a miss." He was talking just loud enough that I could hear him, but quiet enough that the counselors could not hear him. It was driving me crazy. And the madder I got, the worse I did. Then, after the millionth time I swung and missed, I heard Nathan say, "Another good one, champ," from way in the outfield. That was it. I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Shut up, Nathan, you idiot!" Now this might not have been too big of a deal, but it was one of those moments where everything got quiet just as I started to yell. So everyone heard exactly what I said. On top of that, because I was so mad, it was the loudest yell ever. And since I was so mad, everyone could tell I was mad. Hey, one of the counselors shouted. "Get over here!" I walked over to the counselor, who was sitting on the side of the field. "Come with me." He walked me away from the field and brought me to the rec center office. "I don't know what your problem is, but you can't act like that here." "I'm sorry," I told him. And I was too. I knew I shouldn't have acted that way. But that kid was calling me names and making fun of me all morning. "I don't care what he was calling you," the counselor said. "And you shouldn't care what someone calls you either. If you have another outburst like that again, I'm going to have to call your parents. You understand me?" "Yes, I do." Oh, this was the second time in a week that I had been in trouble because of Nathan James. I couldn't stand him. Then, as I sat there and thought about it, I had an idea that would solve this problem once and for all. I would fight him. I knew jiu-jitsu, and I knew I could beat him in a fight. So I would fight him and shut him up once and for all. I suddenly started to feel better. You see, I figured out right then and there that Nathan was pretty much like Kenny Williamson last year in school. But instead of bullying people by pushing them around, Nathan is a bully with his words. But his words seem to hurt just as bad as getting punched in the face. When I stood up to Kenny Williamson, he realized that he shouldn't act the way he was acting. If I fought Nathan, he would learn the same lesson. That if you treat people badly, there are consequences. I would teach Nathan that lesson. Alright, as per usual, here's the reading comprehension question. Number 1. What time did Mark need to get up on his first day of camp? Okay, number 2. Why was Mark already not in a good mood when he got to the camp? Okay, number 3. Who was the first person that talked to Mark on the first day of camp? Okay, number 4. This is a hard one. See if you can recall. Nathan was saying nasty things to Mark during activities. How come he wasn't punished by the counselors? Do you remember? Okay, number 5. You're doing great. What was the counselor going to do if Mark had another outburst of yelling? Okay, number 6. At the end of this chapter, Mark had an idea how to deal with Nathan James. What was it? Easy peasy. Great, you got them all correct. Now remember, if you don't remember or if you want to go back again, you can always pause and rewind the video as many times as you want. Yeah, so enjoy. Oh my god, Nathan was really good at teasing Mark. And if I were Mark, to be honest, I would also want to fight him, just to silence him once and for all, and that would feel good. But let's back up a little bit and pull ourselves from the story for a sec. We know very well that if Mark did end up fighting Nathan, he's gonna win. But do you think he's gonna get out of it in one piece? What do you think Uncle Jake's gonna say? What's Coach Adam gonna react? He's gonna say, we don't learn jiu-jitsu to fight others. We learn to discipline ourselves and stand up for others. And you are doing neither of these. And yeah, in short, it's not gonna go well. But this anger, emotion, it's real. And that's why you're going to stay tuned to chapter 7 to see how Uncle Jake is going to teach Mark what's actually going on within and what Mark can do to keep his emotion under control in situations like this. Now, to be fair, we've all had our fair shares of ups and downs in life, moments of frustrations and anger and that we just want to vent. But how do we do it properly? I look forward to finding out next time when we continue Mark's journey of being a true warrior kid. If you like this story, give me a thumbs up. And if you like the moral of the story, especially the lessons we learn from it as much as I do, hey, I'm making a video per chapter, okay? That's how much I actually love this book and how much I want to get this idea out there to the world. Now, I know Jocos has been doing a great job with his podcast and everything, and he's such a role model himself. But I also feel like I want to add to that and I want to contribute in the only way that I know as a teacher. So consider to hit that subscribe button if you're on the same page with me. Now, with that said, check out the Way of the Warrior Kid Book 1 playlist here if you haven't already. You'll get to know Marc, the main character, and how he grew from a scaredy cat with no physical strength whatsoever to a boy who stand up to bully by the end of the book and embark his path to become a warrior kid. Until then, I'll see you next time. Take care.